Thanks, Kat. And you?
Yeah, that's the same old grind. We usually go do some errands in the weekend if you're not working. Well, we're good so far. Annabelle, say hi. How are you doing?
I feel fine, teacher.
Good. Anything interesting this weekend?
No, teacher. It's the same.
Okay. Well, the same is good.
Sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. How about Alex? Alex, how are you doing?
Hi, good
Hello,
evening.
Alex. How are you doing? Good evening.
Right now,
How
I
was
look at your luggage in the airport.
and how are you doing?
I was, I am working. I am working now,
Yes,
but
and how are you doing?
fine, fine, sick.
Good.
Este,
Good. That was the question. Remember that. How
ah,
are you doing? Is not what are you doing?
excuse me. I find the luggage in the belt.
No problem, no problem. I understand. So let's see. Rainisa is here. Rainisa, how are you doing? God bless you.
God bless you, teacher. I'm fine, thank God, and your teacher.
I'm very well. Pretty good, actually. And Katis, how about you? Say hi.
Good evening, teacher. God bless you.
Amen. How do you feel today?
I feel very well, thanks God.
I'm glad to hear that. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. You're very welcome. Let's see. So, guys, let's immediately start. Remember that for today we have the presentation part two about the accident, but in this case, uh, it is try not to read, right? If you have to read, you can, no problem. But there are some people that are missing to make the presentation today. So we have Astrid. Astrid, say hi. How are you doing?
Hey teacher, I have a headache, but I'm
Oh,
okay.
well, I'm so sorry for you. I hope your headache goes away fast, you know, or soon in this case, I would say. Well, are you ready for today's presentation? Because we have a couple of people to make presentations today.
Yes, teacher, I'm ready.
Okay, that's good. Then let's see how we do. Alex, you ready for your presentation today too? Are you ready, Alex? Stop listening, Alex. But for today we have uh, Astrid, Katis. Are you ready for today?
Yes, teacher.
Excellent. And who else we have for today? Annabelle. Annabelle, are you ready? I think you presented already, didn't you?
Yes, teacher, I will.
Yeah, you did. You presented.
Yes.
Who is missing? I think we have Rainisa missing. Yes, she said for Monday. Are you ready for today, Rainisa? Are you
Yes,
ready?
teacher, I'm ready.
Good. So let's see who's gonna be first. If you want to do it right away, you can just raise your hand and we can do it. In the meantime, I can load the wheel of names here. If you want to go first, you can raise your hand. Mayra, good evening. How do you feel today, Mayra?
Hello, teacher. I feel very well.
Great. And anything interesting in the weekend?
Yes, so interesting. I went to San Juan, teacher.
Wow. You usually have interesting weekends. You travel a lot.
Yes, teacher, and I'm very happy because in San Juan, the leaders of community give me a reconocimiento.
There's an acknowledgement.
Yes, for my work in this community.
Good.
Yes,
Excellent.
thanks
Was it a
God.
plate?
Sorry for God.
Great. Let me just write it on the chat, that new word, acknowledgement. Acknowledgement. I think is that the word? That's the word. Acknowledge. Let me see if I'm right. Yeah, that's the word. Acknowledgement. That's the way you write. You say reconocimiento. Good. Congratulations. Well, so and Leibelin, how are you doing? Are you ready for today's presentation?
I did my presentation last class, teacher.
You oh, really?
Yes.
Yes, I remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
Don't worry,
confused.
it's okay. I remember.
Yeah. So Scarla is here. Good evening, Scarla. How are you doing today?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine. Good.
And ready for the presentation today?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. How about Alex? Alex, are you ready? I don't know if Alex is ready because he's at work. But let's see. Let's see. Let me share my screen. If you want to be the first, you can raise your hand. Let's see. If you don't raise the hand, then I'm gonna pull up the wheel of names, what I'm just sharing. So we have here we have Astrid, Rainisa, Katis, Scarla, and Alex. Who's missing in this list? Is anybody missing? I think we have everybody here. Let me also take my notepad so I can take the notes on your presentation. Okay, I forgot my notepad. I don't know what it is. Okay, I can work here. Let's begin. And the first person is gonna be okay, and it is yep, Rainisa. You're gonna be the first. So Rainisa, please share with us your news, the news of the car accident.
Okay, teacher.
Go ahead.
Hello, good evening, God bless you. Today I'm going to tell you about the car accident on Saturday, October 9 in Hollywood. One man dead and four other injured in a car crash on L95 early Saturday morning. Police are investigating a fatal car crash that happened early Saturday morning in Broward County, Hollywood. Po- Police are investigating a fatal car accident that occurred early Saturday morning in Broward County. It happened in the last lane of L95 southbound near the Sheridan Street exit. According to the Florida Highway Patrol (FHP), a 30-40-year-old woman died on the record of the accident. FHP cited four other people, 30, 34-year-old man, 20, 27-year-old man, and 24-year-old woman, and 39-year-old man were seriously injured. Three cars were involved, involved in the accident authorities side. Two of the vehicles were initially involved in a separate accident and stopped in the incident lane of 95. 95. A driver and a passenger from both vehicles were standing outside the car when a third vehicle failed to slow down and crashed into one of the stopped cars. All four people outside were hit and the three who survived suffered severe injuries. Uh, authorities Authorities have yet to identify any of the five people involved in the accident other than the age and gender. FHP said the 39-year-old man was driving the dirt vehicle that collided with the two stopped car traffic can to start on L95 in the hour after the accident, which occurred at approximately 3 5 3:05 a.m. Since then the southbound lane of L L95 has been reopened and finished.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. And a round of applause for you. Good job. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, now we're gonna move forward and I'm gonna leave the notes for the end after everybody has presented, right? Okay? So let's continue to the next person. And that person is gonna be, let's see. And yep, we have a winner. That's Astrid. So you're our next presenter, Astrid. We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. It happened to me, teacher. It happening to me. We come on the Las Americas Highway at 8 p.m. My uncle was driving his wife in the back seat and me in the passenger seat. For the section that deviates from to Samana Highway, and we saw a damaged car and we slowed down. But the driver car behind was distracted because the blinking lights were on and hit us in the back. Thank of God, none suffered serious injuries, but we had a headache and neck for a few days, and the car dented. And the driver behind, he went. That's it, teacher.
Uh,
Fue algo
Okay,
rápido.
it was quick, but it was very accurate. Thanks for sharing. An applause for Astrid. Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing. And unfortunately, I mean, luckily in this case, luckily, no one died, right? You just had some little hit, but that's normal. Thanks for sharing. Notes for later. Let's see. You said something at the end. Okay, went. Okay, who's gonna be our next presenter? And that person is gonna be, we have three competitors now. Yep, we got a winner. We got a winner. That's Scarla. Carla, we hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, teacher. In the past, I remember I was in the car with my brother at night at reasonable speed when we saw house a truck hit a child crossing the street. For me, it was very sad to see that accident because the child died instantly. The accident happened on the highway Las Americas. It was difficult to see how the family saw how the couldn't only covered body, and the family was so sad and crying. Teacher.
That's it. Remember to say that's it instead of finish. Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing that. And a round of applause for her. That good job, Carla. I will leave the notes for the end so we can save time. Next person, we have Alex and Kathy. Let's see who goes first. And that person is gonna be, if he's ready, Alex. Alex, are you ready to present the car accident news? Well, Alex got kicked out. So if Alex got kicked out, Katis, you are the person. You go. We hear you.
Okay. During my summer vacation, my friend James and I were traveling across the USA. One day, we decided to take to take a journey on a steam train, which became a thrilling adventure. We had been enjoying the smooth ride when something went terribly wrong. We had just come out of a tunnel and we were slowly making our way down a hill when suddenly there was a loud screeching noise. Then, instead of slowing down, we began to speak up. People started screaming frantically. as we all heard also. Our seats, the train started rocking dangerously from side to side. A man got out of his seat and ran quickly to the front of the train. A few minutes later, the train began to slow down soon after that we fall into the next station, and we all got up anxiously to see what happened. It seems the driver had hit his head and fallen unconscious. Quickly or luckily, the passenger had got there in time to slow down and the train and saved day. We were relieved to hear that no one had been hurt and the engineer was aware. That's it.
Okay, good. Thanks for sharing too. Let me give you you deserve an applause too. Excellent. And that'll be it with these presentations. Any comments, everybody? Do you want to say something or to ask something before I continue? Any of you? Even though the others who didn't present today, like Annabelle or Leibelin or Ranisa, if you want to say something, Mayra, if you want to say something before I continue, you just have the time now. Or any questions you have? Okay, no questions. So I want to show you this because it helps a lot. I don't know if you have this function, if you know it. I don't know if you know this, and I know you do, but I don't know if you know what I'm showing you now. This is the Google Translator. You know the Google Translator. I don't recommend you to use Translator for translation very often unless you consider it is very necessary. First, use your ability, your mind. But what I'm going to show you is that you can use this to get an idea of the correct pronunciation of certain words if you're not sure. For example, this word, damaged, right? All right. Let me use another one that happened a lot. Now. Happened. This word, esta palabra, right? En pasado. Muchos de ustedes la pronunciaron como happened. Teniendo esta como ejemplo. Si usted quiere pues tener una idea de la pronunciación, aquí usted tiene esa bocinita que le ayuda. Usted le da ahí and listen. So if you hear, si escuchan, decía happened. Happened. Right? No decía happened. En realidad esa es la pronunciación de esa palabra. Happened. Y escuchen que suena en D. Happened. Se escucha la D cuando dice happened. Ahora, ¿será eso verdad? Vamos a ver si es cierto. Si la palabra es happen, normal. So, si escuchan, no está el sonido de la D. Happened. Exactly. Now, look at another one, another example. Right? Este es otro verbo en pasado. Que no tiene que decir crashed, sino, listen, crashed. Donde esto suena como una T. La ED suena como una T, suena crashed. Y así hay muchas palabras con relación a la pronunciación que esto les puede servir. Y pueden, realmente pueden confiar en la pronunciación que escuchan aquí. Pueden confiar. En realidad, hasta ahora, errores en la pronunciación de esto aquí, puedo decir que no he encontrado. No digo que no los haya. Lo que digo es que no he encontrado hasta ahora. So, basically that. And damaged, the first word we had, listen. Damaged. So, let's see. Esto les puede ser de mucha utilidad para a veces confirmar la pronunciación de algunas palabras. And, well, dicho eso, so, Rainisa tiene que practicar la pronunciación específicamente de los verbos regulares en pasado. So about Astrid, rodilla is knee, right? La K es al principio, no al final. So knee, you will say nick. So it's knee. Just to make sure. Now, if it's cuello, that's neck. That one has a K at the end. Neck. But knee, la K en realidad es técnicamente muda, porque es un sonido que se pierde en cierto modo. Knee. Right? Knee. And, well, I would say, let's see. And you said also, at the end, you said the car went. I remember you said that. You said the car went. If you say the car went, en realidad, el verbo go siempre hace alusión a algún lugar. So, regularmente estaría correcto si dijera, the car went to, I don't know, the city, or something like that. But if you want to say that the car left the place, in this case, you can say the car left, right? The car left. Lo que sería entonces, el carro se fue. Si ustedes ven, al poner went y al poner left, pues técnicamente el traductor me lo traduce igualito, right? Lo traduce igual. Sin embargo, decir the car went estaría incorrecto el uso del verbo go. Ahí el verbo que se debe utilizar es leave, que es irse or salir. So the car left was the right word to use. And la forma común de decir gracias a Dios is thanks God. Thanks God. So try to use that way. Thanks God. Just to finish, so Carla, let's see. Por lo regular, en cuanto a calle se refiere, primero se dice el nombre de la calle, luego el tipo de vía que es. So, you say the highway Las Américas. No, we say the Las Américas. Las Américas highway. Highway. Las Américas highway. O Las Américas Avenue, okay, and so on. Pero primero se dice el nombre. So not Highway Las Americas, but Las Americas Highway. And Katis, I realize you pronounce the past of become incorrectly. You said like become or something like that. It's became. Became. So that is about pronunciation and words that you kept. Any questions? Any questions, guys? No questions?
No question, teacher. Una aclaración.
Yeah.
En pasado entonces se diría lo de because. ¿Cómo se diría en pasado?
Become.
Ujú.
In past is became.
Became.
Yes. Y el pasado participio es become. Igual.
Okay. Thanks, teacher.
You're very welcome. So, I shared with you guys a list of phrasal verbs. Let's log in. A propósito, si al escuchar a los demás tuvieron muchas esa palabras que no llegaron a entender, hay dos factores ahí. En parte, a veces la pronunciación pues puede dificultar un poco, pero también el reconocer, adaptarse a otras pronunciaciones es algo que se logra con la práctica. So, no se sientan como que no entendí nada o entendí muy poco, eso pasa normalmente. And también les recomiendo que traten de hacer ese tipo de narraciones así, sin necesariamente tener que memorizar pues un texto. Ese texto les sirve de ejemplo, esa es la idea, les puede ayudar. Pero también buscar la forma de aprendérselo y luego decir las cosas ya conforme a lo que se ha aprendido de memoria para este tipo de presentaciones. Por eso les decía, escribirlo es importante, es útil, porque ayuda a organizar las ideas, pero al momento de presentarla no tiene que guiarse palabra por palabra de lo escrito, porque puede incluso poner más, quizás acortar alguna otra, si ya tiene clara la idea de lo que va a decir. Pero siempre es bueno escribir para organizar. And let's see, vamos a tener más presentaciones, más momentos de este tipo en el que tengamos que narrar algo para así ir continuar soltando pues ya la lengua y pronunciar mejor. And so we have here some common phrasal verbs, right? Aquí hay algunos phrasal verbs comunes. Get up, turn on, pick up, fill up, drop off, take away, bring up, write down, make up, sign in, break down, wake up, call back, carry over, start over, take off, put off, back up, make out, and sign up. All right? And they have the meaning, right? Aquí está este asterisco, right? Indicando que en este caso, aquí, este sería un significado, pues, informal en el sentido de que eso se usa regularmente entre conocidos, entre amigos. Eso, como un sinónimo de kiss, right? Just in case. Y lo pueden ver mucho en programas, si ven televisión en inglés o algo parecido. Pueden ver esa palabra muchas veces instead of kiss, en lugar de kiss, que es el que regularmente se enseña en clases. Y los phrasal verbs los van a encontrar siempre, donde quiera en inglés, en textos, en reportajes, en conversaciones, en noticias, en diferentes tipos de producciones, ya sea película, música, whatever, we're going to see that. So, that's why Okay, what happened here? So that is why I am showing you this. Good evening, Ginelli. How are you doing tonight? Welcome.
Hi, teacher. I am sick today.
Hi. Okay, so
Siempre.
here, no problem. So here we have a little homework. Que hay una pequeña tarea para ustedes poner en práctica. What is this about? You're gonna read this short story and you're gonna write down. What is the meaning of write down? What is the meaning of write down? Anybody can answer? What is the meaning of write down? Anybody?
Resumir, teacher.
Okay, what?
Teacher,
No.
this said
What's the meaning of write?
Escribir, teacher.
That's correct. Now, what's the meaning of write down?
Down is bajar, write down.
Escribir debajo.
Escribir la nota, bajar.
Como
Anotar.
copiar.
Is a phrasal verb. Exactly, that it is.
Anotar.
So, write down is copiar or anotar. Okay? Write down. So, write is escribir. Write down is copiar or anotar. Okay. You can write down some notes. You can write down a list. So, no siempre, a pesar de que en muchos escenarios uno escribe, right? No siempre uno está anotando o copiando. So, two different things. So, write down. Write down as many. Oh, I put as many. Oh, no. There's an error here. There's a writing error. Let me correct this error. And write down. The thing is that I wanted to write two things. I want to write as many phrasal verbs as you can. And I also wanted to say to write down all the phrasal verbs. Let me save and display. Okay, write down all the phrasal verbs that you can identify in here. In this short story, there are some phrasal verbs and you have to write down all the phrasal verbs that you can identify and you will write them here in the submission. Van a escribirlo aquí al someter. Van a escribir todos los phrasal verbs que ustedes pudieron identificar de ese texto. Vamos a probarlo, por ejemplo, con el primer párrafo. The first paragraph says, an imperfectly perfect day. When I set off for work this morning, my car broke down. So I ended up taking the bus. As soon as I got off, I bumped into an old schoolmate, Mark. While we were talking, he brought up something I had already found out from some mutual friends, that he had come into some money and had set up his own business. He told me that there was a lot to sort out and offered to take me out, but I turned him down straight away. So, what is the first phrasal verb in this paragraph?
Me, teacher.
Set off, teacher.
Yeah. Okay. In this case, let's make it open, right? En este caso, vamos a hacerlo abierto, sin tener que levantar la mano. Ustedes pueden, yo les voy a escuchar, no importa que pues, hablen alguna persona junta con otra, es simplemente lo que ustedes pueden identificar. Vaya, lo pueden decir abiertamente. Los phrasal verbs que ustedes pueden identificar aquí. Set off is one. Everybody can participate,
Yeah,
don't worry.
Set up.
broke down,
Yeah.
ended
Continue.
up,
Spanish, teacher. Establecer.
Continue.
got off,
Ended up,
Yes.
got off,
into
broke up,
Found
Yeah.
out.
brought up, found
found
Set
out,
up.
Yeah. Good.
hung in,
set up,
Out.
set
load
up,
up,
Take
sold
on.
out,
Continue.
opt out, take me on,
Yes. So,
turn me down,
you see, there are many, right? Ustedes pueden ver, por si acaso a alguno se le complica, lo puse un poco más grande. You see? So there are many phrasal verbs.
take me on,
Yeah, but
turn him down,
okay. So take me on is not a phrasal verb. Take on is the phrasal verb, right? So,
yeah,
en este caso,
yeah.
por ejemplo, take me on no es el phrasal verb. El phrasal verb sería
No,
take
on,
on. Exactly. Ustedes estaban diciendo también los verbos en pasado, right? ¿Cómo sería el verbo realmente en presente? For example, broke down es un phrasal verb pero en pasado. ¿Cuál sería el phrasal verb real? Go ahead, let's start over and tell
break
me
down,
the phrasal verb in the present form. All of them. Everybody, go ahead. The present form
break
of
down,
the phrasal verbs.
get off, bright up, find out,
Okay,
in,
okay. So how about the other guys? Mayra,
set off,
Astrid, Annabelle.
Came down, teacher.
Issue. Tell off.
Roll off.
take on,
Got.
turn down,
Down.
Good.
Turn out.
Turn out, yes.
Blown up.
I go
Got
off. Or go off.
Yes.
Next.
So there are many. Okay. So that's the purpose of this homework. El propósito de esa tarea sería ese en este caso. Identificar todos los phrasal verbs que sean, que pueden identificar de esos 3 párrafos. Right? 3 of them.
teacher, writing in present, not in
Yeah,
past.
of course. Yeah, the present form, not in past. And if they're in past, you can put the present form and the past form as well, right? Pueden hacerlo
Okay.
de ambas formas, porque así les ayuda, de hecho. Okay, so we have
It's okay.
set off. So we have break down in past, broke down, present, break down. So we have ended up in present is end up, right? We
Teacher,
have,
and we have a present progressive too. Telling me
yes,
off.
exactly. So tell off, that's correct. So we have get off, right? Get off in past, got off. We have bump into in past, bumped into, in present, bump into. Also, we have bring up, which in past is brought up. Bring up is in present. We have find out, right? In past, found out, in present, find out. We also have come into, right? And what form is that? What time frame? ¿Qué tiempo? ¿En qué tiempo está ese verbo ahí? Do you,
Present.
can you recognize? And
Present, teacher.
yeah, this is past participle. Este verbo aquí está en past participle.
Oh,
Why?
yes.
Because look at this.
Because
You know,
the verb
he
have
had
is in past.
become. Yeah, you see,
He
he had become. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, he had come into él había, right? Come into some money. Okay? Got it? So past participle. And had set up his own business. So what it is this present past or past participle?
Past.
Past participle too.
It is past participle. That's correct. So here, aquí el tiempo realmente es pasado perfecto y el verbo está en past participle, pasado participio. So aquí también es pasado perfecto y el verbo está en pasado participio. That's correct. Lo que pasa es que set up es igual en presente, en pasado o pasado participio. Set up everywhere. Ahora, la función de la oración me hace pues entender en qué forma está. Y eso no es difícil, como ustedes pueden ver. Eso incluso a veces pues me arregla la vida, no tengo que pensar mucho. El verbo es igual en todos los tiempos y en inglés hay unos cuantos verbos que son así. So he had set up his own business. He told me that that there was a lot to sort out. Sort out is another phrasal verb, right? So that's present. This verb is regular, so past is sorted out. So we have also offered to take on, the verb take on. That's another phrasal verb. And the last one is turn down. In past, turned down. So, solamente ahí hay como 10. Like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's see, 6, 7. My God, 8, more than 10. 9, 10, 11, 12 phrasal verbs in just one single paragraph. There are 2 more paragraphs for you to identify more phrasal verbs. So you identify the phrasal verbs and you write it down here. Oh, I have 2 submissions already. Y hay 2 personas que los sometieron. Let's see. Vamos a ver qué tan bien quedaron when I check them out. Okay, so please do that. And we have another homework in this lesson for you to practice, which is this one. But this is gonna be for Wednesday. You're gonna copy this. 2 attempts already. Interesting. ¿Ya vieron 2 personas que lo intentaron? Well, that's interesting. What is it about? Oh, the words are there. I didn't want the words to be there. Oh, my God. Las palabras no estaban supuestas a estar ahí. So, tengo que configurar esto mejor nuevamente. Esto se trata de que yo voy a, pues, en la próxima clase, si ustedes quieren pueden copiar esto en un cuaderno que quizás se haga más fácil. También lo pueden hacer aquí. Lo que yo voy a hacer es que voy a leer o a dictar más bien un párrafo para que ustedes completen eso según pues yo vaya dictando. Yo voy a ir leyendo y ustedes van a completar esos espacios en blanco. Let's see if I have the presentation here that can show you what to do here. No, I don't have it. No, I don't have it here. Oh God. I don't find it. Oh, here.